to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. And the Bears will put toe together and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Houston's offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So Baylor's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. We've been watching them all year, but David, it seems like they're starting to find themselves a little bit right now, having won the last 2.
Yeah, they're in the category of others receiving votes. Like, there's those next 26, 27, 28. These guys, they're right on the cusp of getting ranked. They've had a really good start to their season.
And they're about to get that recognition then if they can just keep winning. You got to stick to the formula. This is a team that prides themselves on being physical and executing. We got to see that today.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hills. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bears!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And he picks up the first down, and he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Cortez. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Houston wants to play fast.
I love when my wide receiver sees the coverage, sits it down, understands its zone, runs the curl, catches the ball, and then gets upfield.
Turning it on! How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Back to throw, it's Hope. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. On the run, it's Parker. Passes takes him still on his feet. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll ride the hot hand. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there, forced the TFL.
Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass.
Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29. The Bears decide to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means
couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They missed an opportunity to extend this. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. It's Parker. Oh, he's got some space. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. In the red area, it's Parker. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got a quick completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking for a man. It's Hope. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Cougar. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looking to throw, it's Hills. Got his man. Still running at the 40. territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Hauls it in. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Going to swing it on second down. Skips away from pressure. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants. He can buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do?
He's got it all right. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Hope. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll pull them back to within 6.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll try the run. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge...
There he goes. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw, it's Hills. Extending the play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Give the defense tons of credit. They were not fooled. Everybody thought that was going to be a run play, but the defense didn't. They pinned their ears back. They got upfield, and they got to the quarterback.
And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium.
This quarterback part of their running game.
They're up by 7 over UCLA. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got the quick pass. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Back to throw. It's Hope. Hauls it in.
You run the slant route, they will. And this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom. Stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but they had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Working on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Hills. Caught. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And it's no good. He missed it. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Looking to throw on first down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll test the right side. Runs through the tackle. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistle? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. The last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Hope. Quickly complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get him across the line and pick up the first down. The Cougars are on the move. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of
Breaks into the open. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. 8th play of the drive coming up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. That slices the lead to 2.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are... And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Hills. Throws for the tight end. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Bears will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Oh, the sweet juke gets it free. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Trying to take it back. The 10, and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Baylor!
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Clemson has just had no answer to the onslaught they've faced so far today. Almost feels like instead of touching Howard's Rock, that sucker was dropped on top of him. They're trailing by 24 to Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Slithers into space. Pulled down for the tackle. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one splits the uprights. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Off-play action on first down. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
I tell you what, fourth quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit, nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter.
He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Dropping back, it's Hills. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Bears! He got a step and just dusted the field. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Makes the grab. It's a running room. He's at the 30. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Hills. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. The give to the back. You want to make make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
They booted away on 4th down. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Bears have their offense in high gear. Got a man, it's Parker. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Caught behind the line. It's Parker.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Fires downfield. Got his man all by himself. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Baylor! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking to throw, it's Hope. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man. It's strong. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw on third down. Immediately fires to the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, going to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Cortez. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock.
So now it's second and long.
Brings up second down.
Looking for a man. It's Hope. Snags it over the middle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun on third down. Zings it complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
QB spikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball